शीतला सस्य श्यामला मातरं वन्दे मातरम्.
Let me start by explaining to you what these lines mean. Simply put, they eulogize Bharat Mata in the most reverential, moving and heart-touching way. Today, I will tell you the story of Vande Mataram. Chanted on auspicious occasions to celebrate our country and immortalized by evergreen tunes of great artists like Lata Mangeshkar and A.R. Rahman, this song is everywhere.
Sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
Let's explore its origins, its inspiration, and how it became the national song of India. Part of a novel called Anandamath, the song was composed by Bengal's renowned novelist Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. It first appeared in a serial fashion in a magazine called Bangadarshan in 1875 and then published as a novel in 1882. There are different opinions about what inspired Bankim Chandra to compose Vande Mataram. While eminent historians like R.C. Mazumdar have dismissed the work as having absolutely no historical context, others believe the song's inspiration came from Bengal's successive famines. As the plot of Anandamath is set in the backdrop of the Fakir Sannyasi rebellion that happened in 1770. In this story, sannyasis took on arms against the Nawabs and British rule with poignant references to widespread hunger and suffering. Independent researchers like Kishan Chand Bhakat, a teacher in Bengal's Murshidabad district, and Pradeep Bhattacharya, a retired Indian Administrative Service officer, offer a different historical context. According to them, in 1873, Bankim Chandra, then a deputy collector stationed in Behrampur district of Bengal, was on his way home in a palanquin. His bearers took a shortcut through Barrack Square Field where Colonel Duffin, the commanding officer at Behrampur Cantonment, was playing cricket. Annoyed by the disturbance, Duffin pulled Bankim Chandra out of the palanquin and rained a few punches on him. Bankim Chandra took the case to court. The court suggested that Colonel Duffin publicly apologize, which he did, albeit reluctantly. Bhakat further reveals that Colonel Duffin then hatched a plan to harm Bankim Chandra. Raja Joginder Narayan of Lalgola, a principality in Bengal, learned of the conspiracy and offered Bankim Chandra refuge at Lalgola Palace. There, Bankim Chandra spent his time in spiritual pursuits, worshipping different forms of the mother goddess. Whatever the historical context, Bankim Chandra's devotion to the various forms of the mother goddess is evident in the third and the fourth stanzas of the song Vande Mataram. Here, Bankim Chandra writes lines like Bahubala Dharining Namami Tarining Ripudala Barining Mataram. Twanghi Durga Dashapraharanadharini Kamala Kamal Dala Biharini Vani Vidyadaini. It means you are the giver of strength. You are the one and the only Savior, the one who saves us from our temptations. You are that Durga with 10 arms that hold the weapons. You are Lakshmi sitting on the lotus, and Saraswati, the giver of wisdom and knowledge. Moving on from the story of origin and inspiration, now let's talk about the song's journey to being recognized as the national song of India. In 1896, Indian National Congress session, Rabindranath Tagore gave it a sublime tune and sang it publicly for the first time. In October 1937, he assured Pandit Nehru that the first two verses of the song had no religious connotations, post which the Congress adopted the stanzas as the national song of India.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sukhalam, Malayaj Sheetalam.
Later, Mahatma Gandhi wrote in Harijan in July 1939, no matter what its source was and how and when it was composed, it had become a most powerful battle cry amongst Hindus and Mussalmans of Bengal during the partition days. On 24th January 1950, the Constituent Assembly of India adopted Vande Mataram as the national song. The first President of India, Rajendra Prasad, stated that the song should be honored equally with the national anthem of India, Jana, Gana, Mana.